Hi, this is the seventh part of the book Atomic Focus Book. Zahariades devotes special attention to creative professionals, writers, designers, artists, musicians, because they face unique challenges. Their work requires flow, deep concentration, and access to inspiration. However, the creative mind is often the most vulnerable to fragmentation, overstimulation, and mood-based procrastination. He begins by debunking the myth that creativity thrives on chaos. While spontaneity plays a role, focused structure is what unlocks sustainable output. He references studies on prolific creatives, from Stephen King to Maya Angelou, who rely on rituals, strict work periods, and environmental cues to trigger creative flow. Key principles for creative focus: same time, same place. Build a ritual around your creative sessions, e.g., 9 to 11 a.m., same desk, same beverage. Set constraints. Limit yourself to one creative task per block to reduce internal conflict. Prioritize input hygiene. Limit exposure to others' work during peak creation windows to protect original thought. Treat creative blocks as signal, not failure. When blocked, assess rest, emotional state, and task clarity, not your talent. Zahariades also stresses the importance of creative warm-ups. Spend 5 to 10 minutes doing something low-stakes and creative before diving into your main project. This could be a free write, rough sketch, or brainstorming exercise. The goal is to bypass perfectionism and activate your creative mindset. In short, creativity is not the antithesis of structure. It needs structure to survive modern distraction. Atomic Focus provides the scaffolding to let inspiration flow without interruption. Atomic Focus for entrepreneurs and solopreneurs. For entrepreneurs, Zahariades outlines a different set of focus threats: decision fatigue, wearing multiple hats, and constant firefighting. The challenge is not lack of work. It's too many priorities competing for limited attention. He proposes a three-tiered focus model tailored for entrepreneurs. Vision focus, quarterly. Step back and clarify where the business is going. This prevents daily tasks from pulling you in random directions. Execution focus, weekly. Choose one major theme or outcome each week. Define what done looks like for that outcome. Tactical focus, daily. Limit daily focus to 1 to 3 high-impact actions tied to your weekly goal. Entrepreneurs often confuse motion with progress. Zahariades warns against obsessing over productivity hacks or working 14-hour days. Instead, he advocates for intelligent focus allocation, knowing where your effort matters most and eliminating the rest. Practical applications for entrepreneurs. Batch low-value tasks, e.g., customer service, admin, into one block per day. Automate or delegate anything that doesn't require your unique insight. Use KPIs and dashboards to replace reactive checking behavior, e.g., revenue updates, inbox obsessing. Install CEO time, one block per week dedicated to big-picture thinking, learning, and systems refinement. Entrepreneurship rewards deep strategy and rapid execution, but both demand focus. Atomic Focus becomes a strategic edge when used to outthink rather than out-hustle the competition. Academic and student applications. Students face a different battleground: constant switching between subjects, classes, devices, and social life. Zahariades identifies context switching and deadline-driven cramming as the main enemies of academic focus. He recommends students adopt a semester-based focus plan. List courses, key deliverables, and grade weights. Prioritize courses based on challenge level and academic importance. Schedule recurring weekly review and preview sessions to stay oriented. Instead of relying on all-nighters and anxiety-driven bursts, Zahariades encourages daily deep study blocks. These are 60 to 90-minute sessions devoted to a single subject, free of distractions, repeated several times a week. He offers tips to students. Turn lecture notes into questions and self-quiz during review sessions. Use the Pomodoro method, 25 minutes, for reading-intensive tasks. Apply active recall and spaced repetition instead of passive rereading. Use analog tools, whiteboards, paper, flashcards, to reduce screen fatigue. Zahariades also urges students to protect digital boundaries, especially in group chats and social media. He encourages study mode, phone settings, time-boxed social media use, and batching email checks. In a world where school increasingly overlaps with online life, the ability to focus has become a superpower for students. Atomic Focus provides the structure to thrive academically without burnout. Atomic Focus for knowledge workers. Modern knowledge work, email, reports, strategy, digital tools, is inherently susceptible to distraction. Zahariades claims that most knowledge workers are not lazy, but trapped in broken attention systems, non-stop meetings, Slack pings, endless inbox loops. To reclaim focus, he advises a few systemic shifts. Push first, pull later. Start your day by doing one high-leverage output task before consuming messages or data from others. Create a no-meeting zone. Block out 90 to 120 minutes every day for deep work. Defend this time like a sacred appointment. Default to asynchronous. Use shared docs, recorded Loom videos, and email over real-time communication to reduce cognitive friction. Build visible progress loops. Track tasks visibly. Kanban boards, daily logs, to create momentum and focus. For teams, he recommends holding a weekly focus sync to set collective priorities and eliminate confusion. This ensures each person knows what to ignore as much as what to pursue. He also encourages managing the attention economy of meetings. Always define a meeting's purpose, output, and attendees. End with a summary and action steps. Challenge recurring meetings that no longer serve a purpose. Atomic Focus reclaims knowledge work from the tyranny of urgency. It turns shallow busyness into targeted creation. Managing digital life with Atomic Focus. In a hyper-connected world, digital clutter is one of the biggest drains on focus. Zahariades sees tech as a double-edged sword. It can amplify productivity or erode it, depending on your level of intentionality. He outlines a digital decluttering process. Audit your device usage. Use apps like Rescue Time or Screen Time to track time by category. Categorize apps into 4 buckets: essential, email, calendar; useful, learning, productivity, entertainment, games, media; and toxic, addictive time wasters. Delete or block the toxic and strictly limit the entertaining. Redesign your home screens to hide temptation and foreground utility. He also introduces the digital buffer zone strategy. Delay digital access at both ends of the day, e.g., no screens for the first and last 60 minutes. Use this time for analog planning, reflection, family, or silence. Additional tips include: use one inbox per function, work, personal, creative. Batch notifications into specific blocks, e.g., 12 p.m. and 4 p.m. only. Keep one anchor app per platform that serves as your launch point, e.g., notes, calendar. The ultimate goal is to reclaim agency. You decide what tech does for you, not the other way around. Atomic Focus applied digitally is about shifting from reactive use to deliberate interaction. Thank you for listening. Please stay tuned for next upcoming part of this book.